Getting lean is pretty straightforward, but staying lean, especially if you're a natural athlete who doesn't live in the gym, requires a little bit more of a strategy. The good news, it doesn't have to be complicated. Today, I'm going to walk you through the 6 of the simplest ways to stay lean long term while keeping your energy high, your muscle intact, and most importantly, enjoying life along the way. No crash diets, no endless cardio. Stick around until the end and I'll show you exactly how to get your free body health and performance scorecard quiz to track your progress and take your fitness to the next level. Let's dive in. Why do some people stay lean without even trying? Here's a question I get all the time. How is that some people can stay lean and stay in the best shape of their life without obsessing over every bite of food or spending hours in the gym? Well, the answer is quite simple. They've found a way to balance being lean while enjoying their life, instead of making fitness a full-time job. And you can too. I'm Lewis, and over the last decade, I've helped over 1,000 clients, whether it be entrepreneurs, business owners, and high-performing busy professionals get into the best shape of their life without sacrificing the time or their sanity. If you're short on time and big on results, this is the perfect video for you. So number 1 is get shredded, stay lean, but keep it real. All right, well, let's address the elephant in the room. Getting shredded, like I'm talking single-digit body fat percentages, looks great on social media, but it's not practical for most people. Sure, you can do it if you're prepping for a photo shoot or a really important beach holiday, but living like it 24/7, yeah, good luck with that. The key is to aim for a level of leanness that is sustainable long-term. For most guys, that's somewhere around the 12 to 15% body fat range. You'll still have visible abs, you'll look athletic, and you won't feel like a walking zombie. I've been shredded before, and trust me, low energy, bad mood, and constantly thinking about food is not ideal. It's definitely no way to live long term. So get lean, take that picture of the beach if you want to, and then ease into a level of body fat where you can live life, eat some carbs, and still look great. Number 2 is to build muscle first. Now, here's where most people get it wrong. They focus on getting lean first and then wonder why they can't maintain it. If you really want to stay lean long term, you need a good amount of muscle. Muscle is metabolically active, which means it burns calories even when you're binge watching Netflix. Think of muscle as a secret weapon almost. It allows you to eat more food while staying lean. In other words, the more muscular you are, the more calories you can consume, and the more calories you burn at rest, which makes it easier to stay lean without killing yourself on the treadmill or constantly counting calories. So don't skip weights. To get strong first, build that muscle base, and then lean down. Staying lean is so much easier when you've got the muscle on your side. And let's be honest, lifting heavy things just makes you feel good. And obviously, if you're a natural athlete, just like myself, obviously that doesn't mean to say you're going to get absolutely massive, but just have a good amount of muscle for your frame. Number 3, master intuitive eating without the BS. Let's talk about calorie counting for a second. Sure, it's super useful when you're starting out, and I highly recommend it to a lot of my clients for the first few weeks to learn about portion sizes and macronutrients and to see where the habits currently lie. But do you really want to live your life weighing every single meal for the next 20, 30, 40 years? Yeah, I didn't think so. This is where intuitive eating comes in. No, I'm not talking about some woo-woo eat what feels right nonsense. Intuitive eating means you've learned how much food your body needs to maintain your weight, and you can now eyeball portion sizes and make smart choices without obsessing over every bite. So for me personally, I know if I'm eating somewhere around 2,700 to 3,000 calories when I'm doing 4 weight sessions a week and a couple of cardio sessions, I'm going to maintain my weight. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods 80 to 90% of the time and leave some room for indulgences. We all want that. Enjoy your life while staying lean. It's about balance, not restriction. Or too much restriction. Number 4, optimize your energy levels because nobody wants to be a zombie. All right, let's get real. If you're running on fumes, staying lean is going to feel impossible at times. You'll have no energy for workouts and you'll be more likely to reach for junk food to cope with that fatigue. First, prioritize sleep. I say this to all of my clients. Get at least 7 to 8 hours of solid sleep a night. Not only will you feel more energized, but your body will recover better from workouts and you'll have more mental clarity to stay on track. And secondly, manage stress, whether it's work, family life, personal life, or general chaos. If stress is high, fat loss becomes harder. Make time for things like meditation or journaling if you're into that stuff, or even just getting in regular walks to keep your stress levels in check. And finally, keep an eye on your macronutrient intake. Things like low vitamin D or magnesium can seriously impact your energy levels, so make sure your diet is packed full of nutrient-dense foods. If you're like most people, consider adding a good multivitamin or specific supplements to fill in the gaps. And just a heads up, if your energy is in the gutter, it might be worth checking your testosterone levels as well. Low T can make fat loss a serious challenge, especially for men over 35, give or take. If you're feeling run down, it's worth getting it tested. Number 5, enjoy your training, or you won't do it. This might sound quite obvious, but if you hate your workouts and you've got to really psych yourself up to do it, or put on Jocko Willink, if you've got to really psych yourself up and watch motivational YouTube videos, you're probably not going to stick to them long term. Find a training style you actually enjoy, whether it's lifting weights, body weight circuits, or something else. You don't need to force yourself to do a routine that bores you to death. Not a fan of traditional cardio? No problem. Try walking, hiking, or even playing a sport like a hobby. Staying lean doesn't have to feel like torture. Make it fun and you'll be more likely to stay consistent. And remember, the best workout plan isn't the one that promises the most gains, it's the one you actually do long term. Make it enjoyable and you won't dread going to the gym, I promise. Number 6, use extra calories for good. And yes, you can have that cheat meal. Look, we all have those days where we eat more than we planned. Maybe it's a celebration or you're out with your friends. Instead of freaking out about ruining your progress, use those extra calories to fuel a great workout. Trust me, some of my best sessions have been ones where I've had a big binge the night before. Obviously, I'm not saying doing this every single week, but keep it in mind. After periods of extreme low calories or just being in a deficit or dieting, your body is primed to use those extra calories for muscle growth. So instead of punishing yourself with endless cardio, hit weights hard the next day. You'll feel stronger, more energized, and you might even see some strength gains. Trust me, turning those extra calories into muscle, building fuel will make you feel a whole lot better than running on a treadmill for an hour. Again, unless you're into that. Use the food for good, then get back to your regular routine. Staying lean and being a relatively low body fat percentage and seeing your abs doesn't mean living on chicken or broccoli or spending hours in the gym every single week. It's about understanding your body, building muscle, and developing habits that are sustainable long term. Get your sleep, manage your stress, and don't forget to enjoy the process, because if it's not enjoyable, it won't last. And if you're ready to take your fat loss and overall fitness to the next level without burning out, check out my free body health and performance quiz, linked in the description. It's a quick, easy way to figure out where you're at, get personalized advice from me on how to optimize your nutrition, training, and lifestyle for lasting results. Oh, and before you go, if you found these tips helpful, you'll definitely want to check out my last video on 15 eating hacks for faster fat loss for busy people. Click somewhere around here to watch that video and keep your progress rolling. Thanks for watching.